the money in the market. Put the money in the market. I saw a coin go pop, it's pumping on my screen. X is buzzing loud, got a fever for the green. Call the crypto doc, said, man, what should I do? He said, trader, listen up, here's the plan for you. Put the money in the market and research it right, research it right. Money in the market, keep your bets real light, bets real light. Money in the market, let the coins take flight. And check it in the morning, see if it's alright. Alright. The charts are diving low, my heart's a nervous wreck. Scams are lurking close, could sink my crypto check. Call the crypto doc, said, doc, I'm feeling lost. He said, bet small, stay cool, don't pay that scam's cost. Put the money in the market and research it right, research it right. Money in the market, keep your bets real light, bets real light. Money in the market, let the coins take flight. And check it in the morning, see if it's alright. Alright. Market's got me dizzy, prices up and down. Doc said, hold your nerve, don't be the market's clown. Study, wait and watch, let the trend line sing. Money in the market, watch those profits spring. Put the money in the market and research it right, research it right. Money in the market, keep your bets real light, bets real light. Money in the market, let the coins take flight. And check it in the morning, see if it's alright. Alright. Put the money in the market. 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 In the market, the rhythm's wild and free. Crypto dreams are calling out to me. I set my limit just 1 or 2%. Won't let the chaos break my confidence. Control my nose. With a stop loss, I shield my heart tonight. Won't burn out in the moon's electric light. Plenty in my pocket, I'm ready to roll. Dancing with risk, but I'm in control. Oh, emotions, they try to pull me down. Fear and greed, but I won't lose my crown. Strong like the sun, I'll rise and shine. Discipline's my love, it's my lifeline. Control. I cut my path, never look behind. With my plan in hand, victory's mine. Fire in the market. I'm the one who sparks it. Prices soar and the world's caught in a chase. but my cool head keeps me in my place. I dodge the hype, won't follow the crowd. My strategy's my heart, I'm standing proud. Volatility's a beat, it's a salsa sway. I move my feet, but I don't lose my way. Every choice I make, it's a step I own. With discipline, I'm never alone. Up and down, the market spins around, but my spirit's rooted in the ground. With every trade, I learn to fly. In this game, I'll reach the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab your dinglings, it's dingling time. The ringing of the cowbell ceremony begins now.
Crypto dreams where my passion flows. With discipline, I'm unstoppable. Fire in the market, I'm in control.
The cowbell ceremony is now complete. Thank you.
Hey, good trader, what you got trading on the chain? Got a wallet full of dreams, gonna ride the market's flame. Check that coin's white paper now, don't fall for shiny scams. Buy the dip and hold it tight, you'll be stacking up the grounds. Hey, good trader, what you got trading? Ooh, let's make some crypto deals, keep your losses down real low.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the turkey.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Welcome to Late Night Crypto, everybody. Glad to have you here. Thanks for joining me tonight. We take a look at Bitcoin, take a look at the altcoins. Look behind me. It's got some green in these bubbles. That looks kind of nice. Come over here to the daily and pull down our top 100, or just pull down all of them. A lot of the coins are getting about 2% on average so far today. 3% maybe on some of them. That's kind of cool. Are you talking? How do you turn this thing down? There we go. Too much going on the background here. Ladies and gentlemen, nice little turnaround that was trying to happen. However, the last few minutes right before the show, Bitcoin was doing something a little bit different. Over here in the Telegram group, we're following it, and from here, that was from last night. That's before we took our dip down lower. It was looking possible, but then where was that? Was that here? What was that? It must be a different time frame here, but this was our current bottom here. All looking to go back up to this red line right here, and that's where we started approaching. We maintained this trend line. I was looking for, if we lost this particular area, that we'd come down here. Will we come down in some area like this? Maybe retest this area. Let's look at the chart and see what's going on with here in Bitcoin land. Oh no, you lost me green line. I'm here on a very tiny time frame. Let's zoom out just a little bit. How many knew what time frame that was? Little Degens. So here's that red line, man. That red line is very important to me. That's our 236 Fibonacci area, which I am so, if we get back above it, we're still maintaining it, right? There's a lot of ways to look at what's going on in the current market structure, and some of them are good and some of them are not so good. One such way to look at this is like I am, and I'm looking at this big Fibonacci area. I'm like, when we get back above it, we still got a chance for the prophecy to come true, where we get an extensive measured move from this area up to Valhalla and beyond, and that's cool. Another way to look at it is the Wyckoff people. They have a similar prophecy. Well, not a prop. Well, yeah, we'll stick with that. Whereas in this weird ass little boxy channel, you get what's come here, a spring, and then you got this little guy here, which is apparently a creek. And then we come and we go, jump the creek. and we start working our way, and it should be the final stages of the Wyckoff thing. Sometimes they might come down a little bit. I don't think they're supposed to very much though. And then continue on and go for higher highs, break out of this little box, a little spring being the last little flush out before that happens. So, I like that. I'm cool with that. Yeah. What I'm not cool with though, and the scenario that I'm not cool with is if, we kind of zoom back over here. Yeah. Remember that trend line? I mean, it's just a secondary trend line, but it's there, right? And it respects the angles over here, so I've not really messed with it. Are you going to an actual candle body? I'll even tweak you to a candle body. Okay, there we go. It's still resistance up ahead, and that's kind of iffy. And we are, in price structure wise, making a series of lower highs and lower lows. So we are currently in a downtrend, everybody. Let's just be clear about that. We are currently in a downtrend, and we've not done anything to confirm it other than we found some support at 115, little below 115,000. So it looks good, and I'm sure we're starting to see some thumbnails come out. Look, it's back on. Altcoin, see that? And we got some good, but still there's resistance up ahead. Right up here about 118,000, a little bit above it, 18,002. Right over here, right at smack dab. We could draw a line right in the middle of all this price action right through there. You see that? Just right there in the middle, right there. What level is this? But yeah, 118.34 right in there. That's going to be hell for us, and especially if we got this trend line coming here. We got a double whammy. What normally happens in these situations, and this is what, if we're zooming out and being responsible and looking at it, that could be what brings us down to touch this lower fib area. As much as I love the red line on this particular chart right here, I don't have it on the other one, but as much as I love that, she's going to have to reclaim it and be strong about it. If she's doing this, it needs to, no excuses, come over and retake 120,000. Oh snap, snipper chat. I hear music in my ears when that happens. It comes out really loud. Anyway, thank you for super chat. We'll get to that. Road Dog Turkey, your new music is good. Hand clap. Thank you, Glittery Marshmallow. Thank you very much. So where we are currently in Bitcoin with what we just had, we should expect no less, and we should be very disappointed, and we should scold it very heavily if it does not do this. Okay, its sole mission in my eyes, it's got to get up here above 120 now. Anything less than that is playing with their heads, and we might end up coming down and tapping this little guy, this little area about 112, maybe even a little lower. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right here on Bitcoin. Another little thing that I would like to point out, going back to this particular chart here, I'm on the 4-hour chart time frame, by the way. What happened there? Another argument for it to lend credence to my theory here, or this idea. We have two theories. I mean, we have two theories. We just don't know which one's going to win out. But gotta look at the pros and the cons, and I don't know if people are looking at this or not. We're having trouble getting past our 0.5 area right where we are right now. So that's going to be curious, because the first place of failure that I'm really looking for something that would signify, oh man, we might be coming down lower lows, would be not getting past here. The second area will be the 118,000 right up there in that place. So that's where our 618 is, and see what happens there. If we can get up above that and hold it, that's good, or even a slight pullback from that, that's hopeful. But a rejection now from where we are, if we get a strong rejection here, that's going to be a red flag for me. And well, any of the rejections over here is going to be a red flag. I have to keep my eyes open, and because it could be leading to a lower low. So that's what I'm watching out for that. Now, as far as altcoins, they're being kind of happy. Now, we got this nice little trend line going on altcoins. Let's talk about that, because they are looking juicy for this weekend. I gotta say, what's going on altcoins? I don't know if it's going to stay though, because there's some bearishness in these woods here. Personally, the way that I look at this is that we broke this trend line, right? We broke this one a while back. I'm seeing we got our waves up, and we're probably looking for an ABC correction. Probably get Elliot's intake on this too, but I think we can. It looks like we'll get a pump out of altcoins probably over the weekend, going into I don't know, Sunday, Monday. I don't know how this will play out candle wise, but then they might start dumping us. Maybe Sunday night. I don't know. We might get a pump and then a dump, and that could fulfill the ABC correction. Elliot, is that what you see? Are you smoking crack? Oh, you're on that dang 4-wave thing. Okay, Elliot's going totally different with me. He thinks we're still in a 5-wave, or this is the 4 going up for the 5er. Thinks we're going for the big boy. Could go higher. Okay, I'm cool with that too if you want to do it. But I'm just saying. Sometimes Elliot's not always right on that crap. Look for it, because Bitcoin, if it does take a nosedive, it would bring altcoins with it, and that would make this make a little bit more sense. So what are you saying? I'm saying this weekend's probably a good chance to get paid a little bit and try to get some collect some of that stable coin. Is what I'm saying. If we got some bags built, there might be a chance to build a few bags for the little run up if you want to take that chance. It does look like we've got a possible area of support here, forming a new angle, a new trend line, and I kind of go with that. Do we have anything there? We got a little something there in other angles, so kind of says that maybe, if we go up to 1.13 trillion, could that happen this weekend on the 4-hour? My goodness. Put on a pimp cap, put them altcoins out there, put them alts on the street, because they look like they want to go. The reason that I don't think it's ready to go just shoot to the moon or anything, well, again, this trend line over here we broke, and then we got some crosses, bearish crosses on these moving averages. Right up here about halfway, so I would see maybe a 618 retracement. Right up here, we get to 1.04 trillion, see what's going on. That might be where she starts sputtering out on us and stalls us and leaves us stranded in the middle of the road before she dumpster dives and nose dives and tanks us again. Looking good kind of so far. Our other little culprit to watch out for is Bitcoin dominance, which is currently, as we speak, ironically as it is on a seemingly possible downward trend. Everybody's hoping it'll just keep on falling, and that would be great for altcoins. Overall, on the bigger picture of things, I still see a lot of bullishness on this one. Where this is Bitcoin's cycle. It just is. Altcoins are going to be taking a second seat, especially this cycle. The end of this cycle, might be kind of interesting for altcoins. And that would be running into next year. Not that they can't do great until then. They can still do good. But whereas everybody else is looking for a huge altcoin season possibly kicking off right now, I'm not convinced of that yet. We haven't got the signs. I've still got a bottom trend line down here. It's got to break. If that breaks, I'll say, bye, Joe. I think he might pull this off. Rally on. And I'd say a lot of people would help rally on that altcoins. A lot of people would probably say, well, I guess that's the sign. Let's go alts. So there's a couple ways to look at this. Some people would be looking at this as a bear flag. You could be looking at this as a reversal too. We got a 1-wave, a 2-wave. We got another pump coming up on Bitcoin dominance. We got rejected off of certain these fib levels, but one of the areas that I could see that we might pump up to could be up to here. Now, if that happens, what that means is altcoins take a nosedive when that happens. Our hope is that maybe this weekend it continues down, and what would be the alternative there? It can come down and make a higher low, or even a lower low, or an even low, or any kind of low, and still kind of work up on a double bottom pattern. So what we do get out of this may not stick. In other words, our big hang up is if we see ourselves coming back toward this little yellow line, this 60% area here. I got 60.43 is my line, and that's at the bottom of these wicks here too. That's exactly where we bounced from, and that line has been there for a long time, just waiting for something to react. We're probably going to come back and retest that or somewhere near it. For us to see it wanting to drop down, we do not need to see it make a higher low down here. It needs to come we need to see it at least touch it and then try to break on through to the other side, baby, or else we're looking for giving back some gains. So that's going to be one of the things that we're going to be looking for, is where we find in support if you're breaking this trend line, baby. And are you going to finish breaking this trend line? Is it going to be a little fake out? Gotta keep an eye on this little sucker. He's a slippery one. Here's something that's kind of bearish with these bearish crosses happening over here, but Maybe that'll help drive us down. I can't see it going down too much further yet unless we get some more bearish crosses. Maybe they'll be on the way, but we got some going on there. You got some bullish ones going on over here too. It's just a mixed bag of fun here on Bitcoin Dominance. Bitcoin likely to be kind of sideways over the weekend. Keep us wondering what it's going to do here. Without outright, I don't know. Maybe it comes up here and then hangs out, fakes us out. I wonder how it's going to do this. But possible rejection for Bitcoin at 108, just a little bit above 118,000. Looks like we might be going there though. If we do break up above this trend line, then I get bullish AF. Because I consider that, bear trap, leaning toward that Wyckoff spring theory, you know, getting ready to jump the old creek, cross the pond, if you will, and just see what we can get out of the squeeze the life out of the Wyckoff reaccumulation schematic. Last point of support. Let's go, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come over and say hello to everybody. 22 people hanging out with me on a Friday night. 22 people not getting laid at this present moment. Probably, most likely. Just like, where did that even, Sean? Anyway, hey, Duality C. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Glad to have you here. I don't know, some of you might actually find the turkey kind of hot. I'm just saying. Find me on OnlyFans. Anyway, if you like your turkey roasted, don't mind a little dark meat. Anyway, Chris Klein, how's it going? Floki's Angel says, hey dog, love your show. Man, I never get tired of that comment. That's such awesome. Hey Floki. Woo! All right. We got Ave. How's it going, Ave? Including Marshmallow 1981. Gearthan, what's your thumbnail? I don't know. Kermit's up to no good. If you go back through, do we have it? Could we do it? If you go back through the things, I mean, we Kermit was kind of on a bender here in this thumbnail, and then we find out the next day why we thought it was altcoins dumping, right? That he's out drinking and everything, but really it was because Miss Piggy and Fozzie were kind of caught on the kiss cam. Because that's happening, and now I guess he just says screw it. If you're going to be spreading yourself out there, I might as well get, you know, whatever. So anyway, y'all got it. Anyway, I don't know. That's the best story I could come up with from it. The thumbnails just kind of happened on their own, man. That turkey is kind of fuzzy. Fuzzy turkey. Why are you rejecting me, Bitcoin? What are you doing? Why are you rolling over here? I don't like to see red candles, man. I like to see you above that 9 moving averages, though. We're on the 1 hour. If you just look at price structure here on Bitcoin by itself, you know, is it making a W pattern and that? There's always a good chance for us to come back and retest that little sucker, and that's about 116.5. So that's an option that's open to discussion either now or even if we go up to that area and do that. I do like the W pattern. I do like that. That usually makes a good base. So for these bearish retests, I don't recall seeing W patterns that often. So I'm curious about that. That would be awesome to see something like that happen. I think let's have some limit orders and get me some cheaper Bitcoin. I think we were over in the chat and then I saw a squirrel. Scario says, looks like Kermit wants to pimp out his side bacon for some scratch to buy the dip. You play, I can dig it. Yeah, he gets it. How's it going, Sicario? DP, what's up, DP? Avi Medina. Cowbell, cowbell. Got your cowbell. There's Joe. How's it going, Joe? Fellow YouTuber. Joe, would you happen to be streaming tonight? Are ya? Huh? For those of you who don't know, Joe is also a YouTuber over here. Where did you go? Where? There it is. Lost it. Joe is also a YouTuber. And streams every day. and putting out videos. Got all the good stuff going on over there. Joe's a very good teacher on this stuff, and he shows his thought process behind what he sees on the charts and why he sees what he sees. Is a very good person to learn from. Gladdy Marshmallow, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. There are a few new songs that I haven't released them or anything though. I've just got them here on the channel. I'm trying to click the little thumb thing. It won't let me thumb it. I can't thumb it. There, wait a minute. Thumb it. Thumb it again. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I think I got it. MG Motorsports, how's it going? Super tired today. Just going to watch wrestling back in my recliner. That's what I do. If I nod off, don't take it personally. I never do, my friend. Never do. Strago, what's up? There's Kelly. Well, how's it going? Oh man, I forgot to do that. Wow, I'm sitting here doing this. Let me put up my little marker. I've got some coins that we can take a look at. We can always find some coins to look at. Gearthan is here. Hey, Gearthan. I think I said hello to him earlier there. There's Justin X. How's it going, Justin? Kelly says, I bet we'll hug the CME gap for the next 24 hours or so, unless the whales wish. That's kind of curious where they left off. I think they left off at 117.8. So if they do, if we do blast off higher or whatever and come up to 118, 119 or something like that, there would still be a gap, and they most likely close it Sunday night or Monday morning. Or, and even worse, if they did do one and left it, say if they did something crazy like this, everybody, they got to go close that gap, but they got to come back from the, you'd be hearing about that. And what would, oh man, that would be a scenario that would piss the market off. It'd piss a lot of people off. Oh man, that means it might actually happen. Well, if it did something like this and then we went up to like toward 130 and left that little gap and never closed it, oh, that would irk people. You wouldn't hear them shut up. Yes, but we still have that gap back down here at 117. Well, we're probably going back down there. It will become the famous gap, the gap of fear. All the way up to 130 and be here and talk about the gap. That would be a cool situation. It could happen. As long as we can get past this trend line, I'll feel a lot better. But that, breaking a trend line is kind of a big deal for me. And when I don't pay attention to that, I usually always regret it. And there's a lot of things that happen when we can break a trend line. And most notably, what eventually happens is a bearish retest. In a bullish market like that, you can see it go sideways a little bit and kind of up, and still end up making a lower high, and kind of still be on a downward trend, still be playing. That would be a more bullish scenario, more bullish kind of sideways scenario there. The best one is to get back in above it. And especially if you can retest it one more time and then go for it, and that should have a move something like this if we can get back into it, and that would be très cool. I would love to see that happen. The bigger indicators, the bigger time frames are the ones that tell us if that's possibly happening right now or not. And not seeing it quite yet here. If anything, I'm seeing some weakness going on right here, pointing that here on the daily, right? MACD flirting with the idea of going negative on us. That might be a warning sign since we are at the bottom of a trend line. This one may be playing with us. We may be getting that bearish retest here, and I hate to see it happen. I mean, it's so okay. With Bitcoin, remember we got that red line. It would have been best if we could have held this area and then went up and tried to go out from here, because we could have got a real strong move. But it's not normal that we hold these, right? Very rare states do we do. The next area is a 382 is down here with the 200 moving average on the 4 hour, and we might see this. It might want to come back down to a much bigger trend line kind of idea that probably has a lot more wiggle room on it. This chart is getting messy and nasty over here. This one's just getting all messed up. This is the one I trade off of. But it's the one we've been watching the last few streams, so I've left a lot of this stuff the way it is. But look, 141,000. That would be amazing. I just want to see my altcoins do good, man. Let's take a look at a few little altcoins. One of them that was one of the moonshots, and we looked at it. I did not get into this, and I kind of wish I had. I was in it at one time. That I was going to hold it for a while, but then I got a smart idea. Well, let's just get the condensed down and get into just 1 or 2, 3 little memes over in this account. And so I did that. And it's just kind of hanging out. So we got that. Here we are. Oh man, you actually look kind of bullish AF right here. What are you doing? Can you go up higher? I mean, really, can you? Have you got it actually? Looking here on the daily for Vine, the money flow is still, it's not even crossed into the green yet. It's on its way though. Dang. This is at a risky area, but it's not near as risky as when it was up here at 8 cents. Wow. Pull their fibs out on this one. It's parabolicing. That's what it was. We were looking at it trying to do when I drew that little dotted line there. Where are you at? You below the 382. So we're looking about maybe to 55, somewhere between 55 and 60 cents would be a good sweet spot. Come down here to 4 hour. She didn't even make it down here. She was down there about 56 cents. Looks like she's trying to break out. Now it looks like a flag, but it's got an awful big flagpole. It's flying at half mast there. So I wouldn't expect it to even get past here just quite yet. It'll probably come over here and we'll start working on some kind of little bit of a range as we start establishing a new trend line is the way I'm taking it. So if we take this idea and draw a trend line from this bottom point to this one, which has a few candles there, not just one wild ass candle, but we actually got 3 forming a little bit of an angle, and realize that we're not too far away from there. We're not too far away from putting a decent stop loss that might be just about, oh well, gosh darn, that's about 10% on spot. That's a big ass candle on the 4 hour. Didn't look like it. I mean, I guess it does if we come over here. Well, that was nice. So you'd have to be generous with the stop loss, but I think there's a trade idea there. What would the local target be for this little guy? Would we suspect there? And I do like this little zone right up here. I personally like right around 9 cents. Right here in this nonsense area. Would be a nice little come up. Is that worth playing? What's the percentage to get? Oh snap, that's 55% on spot. That's what you got going on over here on the 15. You about ready to rock it off? She's approaching. Is that? Oh man, I got too many lines going on here. Old lines and new lines converge. This is not the great place to get in. Not the best place. This would be a FOMO entry to try to get in here. Smartest thing to do would be to wait for a retest here. This is a 15-minute chart too. See our indicators, they're kind of up here at the toppy tops. Everything is in the green. She's just all happy and like, oh my God, it's getting away from me. I need to FOMO in and go ahead and get in. No, need to wait for a retest. I know it sucks. They don't seem like they're going to come, but they always seem to come at the worst times, right? They're just like, oh man, I just bought it. Now it's coming down. Well, let's try not to do that. I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to. I got my phone out. I'm looking at it. I'm like, but that's too. It's all pole. All pole, no entry. If you get there, it'll just give you the shaft, baby, and give it to you hard. It might come back deep, and you might not be ready for that. But mine's doing good. Another one we looked at recently was Telos, and I actually got a little bag that I've been building on that. Nothing huge, but something that it's a lottery ticket play for me. Here you are on KuCoin. Here on the daily. I liked her being down in this nice little rounded shape, and I was like, well, if we're going to do this, or if we're going to ride this chicken, I got nothing else on that one. Anyway. We pull our fibs, get some, ooh, look at you, 618, detailing that little support resistance area right there. You nasty, though. I'm looking at you. Ooh, I like you. How you doing? Why didn't you change color? Why you gotta be a white line? Why can't we make it yellow? That would give us, oh man, that's moonbag territory on Telos. Dang, it's at 4 cents. It was just a little bit, right around 3. This thing has been a lot higher, and that's the reason why I'm taking a shot on it. And I think we talked about it a few other nights. I mean, she is definitely at bottom here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the lowest lows. And this is probably the best deal to get in on this, unless you got in on the additional ICOs or whatever the hell they had. I think it's, I don't know. Anyway, recently, is February of this year, it was at 60 cents. So if there's a chance to go from 3 cents to 60, I wanted to be on that ride, so I bought my tickets. I'm just saying, and because they're on sale right now. It's one of those that has billions and billions of coins, but hey, don't they all nowadays? And they end up doing okay. Just takes them a gosh darn long. But the best place to buy them when they're real cheapy. Not chilling. I'm just saying what I did. To me, she is in a channel. This is looks like a nice little channel idea. I got my angles half-assed. Nice little channel. Look at the little channels. And that suggests we might come up to 5.5 cents. Are you kidding me? Really? For reals? You're not kidding this time? You're not joshing? You're not joshing me? That's right at her 382 fib area. She says she need to fib us out. She's still in the juicy buying spots, in my personal opinion, with that little 236 red line there. 17 people. How's it going? Let's move on to something else. And Telos. I do like to look at all the altcoins on the 4 hour because I'm watching the bigger moving averages and I gauge their strength here. And this one's starting to show a little something. Just for anybody that's interested. It's over on COINEX too. That's where I've got it. Decred is another one of my little, I don't want it on Ponyx. One of my wild horse plays. It's one that did well last time too. It's one of a little bit of an OG play because the OG plays, you know, I predicted that your Litecoins, your Ethereums, your Bitcoin Cashes, those big major OG coins would probably get a lot more attention than this cycle because they still money there, and they still the you know, back when the big plans were being made by the big people with bigger monies and having influence in the space, they already had a narrative and goal of what they wanted to do with that money, and a lot of it led to ETH and some of those guys over there. So there's still something there for them, I believe. Decred kind of falls into that category, but nowhere nearly as strong as even Litecoin, sadly. But she is up to $17, and I like this one because she did a skyrocket ride to about 250 last cycle from the depths of $12, and I tell that story. This is in on KuCoin, but just from March when it was up at $32, she's hit some lows at 8, and she's doubled up now, trying to make a little double bottom kind of thing going on right there. Do I have a better chart for you? Yeah, here's one. Raw here. You can kind of see, yeah, you can see the story behind it now and see why it's so, because it went brrr. And this proof of work, proof of stake hybrid. And when you look at it on the big picture, I mean, she's still, this is accumulation zone. This is accumulation zone. And even if it gets up here around $60 from here, pretty good come up. So that's when my wild horse plays, but I've been in it for a long time and holding it. Anyway, how you looking on the 4 hour moving averages? This is what we want all of them to look like. So Decred has just been on a steady higher highs, higher low. There's some strength here, so that means there's some steady buying up of this. Cool, and it just retested this little area here, so she's doing well. Maybe she'll break up past $18 this time. Yay! Go Decred. Go to 250. Take a look at old Dirty Doge and that little parabolic move that we drew out here, surely enough, was broken. That's over. That's dead. That's it. Well, it's dead for that move. Doesn't mean that there's not something else here. she's not given up this trend line yet, and it looks like she's respected this trend line, so it may be part of a bigger parabola forming here. If we look at this, is that what cryptocurrency also calls this? A Jesus take the wheel? Because if it were me, I would be calling it the little dirty Sanchez. Woohoo! Yeehaw, motherfucker! But anyway, it made a higher high. It's fitting that if we are on a curve and we're doing a new angle here, it's going to respect it. It'll continue to make a higher low and then another higher high. Ultimately, I'm looking for 36 cents out of Doge, although we've got some other little targets on the way. I guess we could look at a few of them. Take this little Fibonacci area from right here and pull it all the way down and kind of points us to this area right here. 31.89, 0.318 area, 0.319 area. Was the 0618, but their measure moved from this double bottom area or little sideways channel, however you want to look at it. Same measure move applies. 786 here at 37 cents. That's why we got that one up there mostly, because that's where most of the strength is pointing to. That's where I'm looking at. We're not there yet, and it'll take a while, but we're getting ready. Looks like we're trying to confirm this double bottom. We broke above it, made a higher high. Once we break out of it, woo, baby, we're on. I hope. Those are the sound effects. We would hope to be on. It's good if we break above, and then hopefully we get our measure move of that. She's not there yet, baby. She's trying. She's at 23 cents. Dropping down from 29. She's on a little bit of a discount. I'm just saying, near trend line might be a place to try some little doji there. If it does fall down, then we would look for somewhere around 20 cents to be retested, and that would suck. Will that happen over the next month or two? I don't know. Right now, it just looks like it's got a chance to at least come back up here to 28 and retest that. May come over to the chat real quick. See you guys, 19 people hanging out with me. Can you check Caspa? I sure can. Take a look at Caspa. We got an Mexi over here with a mucked up chart. Let's zoom out and see what we got going on here, Caspa. Big ass trend line over here that's not really drawn all that well. Is probably why it's not doing all that good over here. Should we? I mean, it's already hit my target over here at 11 cents. Look, nailed it! I haven't looked at Caspa in a few days. I'm just saying. I have to do this. We have to do this for the algorithm, apparently. Woo! Nailed it! 360 moving average there on the daily was coming down. Now, where's he's coming down to? I don't know, but this area down here around 9 cents looks kind of cool. Nailed it! All right. Oh, yeah, we got to take a picture of it real quick and post it over here in the vanity wall because that's where it goes. Vanity wall. This was Caspa. So that was a 382 fib and it got rejected there. That's what happened on that one. I believe, right? No, I'm sorry. No, it's a 786. 786 fib is what happened. 786. I was looking from the bigger things. I got them color coded so I know what they are. Also, it's doing exactly what we would expect it to do there. It lost its previous 618 moving or Fibonacci. So what we do right now, we keep that trend line because, well, that's cool. We go from the bottom, we pull our fib from there to our new local top there, and we look and see where we're trying to catch some traction in this 382 is where it needs to hold. Bouncing from there will lead to a nice move that would take us into this very juicy region right here, right at my green box, right there, exactly. So that's confirmation from another thing we're looking at, and now we just dialed right in on it again. I think I'm just going to leave that fib up here. So for Caspa, let's hope that 9.6 cents, there is a chance it could wick down here if we get some, you know, something weird happens this weekend. They could do a little wick down here to this area about 8.8. I wouldn't think that would last long. Moving averages look good. That we can at least come up here and hang in this area for a little while. There's some other stuff it's got to go through. Ultimate target, though, I'm looking for short term to be 14 cents. That would be the higher high there. That would also confirm this big ass double bottom that's trying to form over here, and then that would give us hope that maybe, baby, we're getting ready to go up even more than that. Take the measured move from that double bottom, just to get an idea of where we could be after that confirms. Kind of points us to 20, the legendary, the hopeful, never yet touched 21 cent target, the elusive 21 cent target that I've had for how many years? All right, well, it's about time it hits it. So Caspa looking kind of good, and that's all from the daily here on the 4 hour. You can see it respecting that particular Fibonacci area that we just talked about. Hopefully it doesn't have to come down any further there, but it does look like she's got some stuff to be working out through here. I'm just saying. You take these trend lines right here, extend them out, and you can see, ooh, she's saying right up here about 10.5 cents. I'm going to bump her head there. Might get rejected up there, local term. Just saying. Go sideways and have to do a little jingle jangle over the weekend. Otherwise, it's looking kind of interesting here on the 4 hour. I like the MACDs looking a little bit promising. Other indicators looking a little promising. RSI's just now crossing the signal line. It's hanging around about 45 cents, 45%. That's cool. Anything when it gets above 50, it'll be officially bullish. Until then, we just kind of wait. Look like she's trying to make some inverted patterns, turn around reversal patterns out there on the RSI. It's looking good. Cosmo! Always says, I bought the dip, sue me. The hammer is strong on this one. Jorge Pablo says, can you check Sleepless AI? Oh my god, it's actually on your... I don't want to use it on Poloniex, though. They don't have enough... There's not enough business over there, not enough liquidity over there. They used to be the thing back in the day until they did something all freaky weird. I forgot what it is now, but nobody liked it. Sleepless AI recently just made its lowest low that I can tell. I'm trying to work on a possible double bottom formation here, some kind of M pattern if it can ever confirm it. Just not quite there yet. Are we at bottom? At this point in the cycle, we would hope that this one's found its bottom. I mean, you can't go much lower. It's so close to zero. It's at 13 cents. So, fortunately, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve that might be able to help us a little bit. The first sleeve, we'll take our little fib here. We're not quite there, but that's going to be in a close to 2 cent area. That would sucky suck. You don't want to see that happen. Let's check this little local area here. Oh, yeah, you're getting something there. All right, so we are at our 272 area right now. Bingo, like that. That's what I look for. She looked like she want to come back and retap that. I don't know that she'll actually come down and actually touch that price again. Probably be hello. I'm on the daily time frame here. Let me flip the indicators on what they're looking like. One of them looking frisky, the other one looking like she got a bone to pick with somebody. There's just a little bit around in there. Maybe she'll... The other ones are looking like they want to try to do something. They're trying to turn around. However, price is not, so there's a deviation right there in itself. All right, so we came down here and to the 1.272 area right there. Just went right there to it. At 0.09.5 cents. Oh, you didn't make it up past my 0.5 though. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You're retesting this area. We needed this because this would be the area that would be the juicy buy spot. We're retesting it if we want to look at it from this angle. However, I like to draw my new fib out and kind of see, well, what the hell are you really doing here? You 618 and know me, or if we've got a chance here, if you can stay here, catch this, then we can see it start working its way up here. We can do some shorter term targets, but the bigger thing to look for is for it to come back up and complete its little mission, make a higher low, and then eventually it doesn't have to look like this. Get back up to this guy right here, 22 cents. Let's see what else have we got. That was snappage. I thought we got rid of the Mr. Fib. I think we already did a local fib. So 18 cents looks like it's going to be a little tricky. That's going to be our 618. That's where we can find some possible strong rejection there, and that's okay. I don't mind getting rejected there. There's that 20 cent area that's going to be kind of juicy. And we look for that one for a stronger rejection and maybe a lower low if we're going to do a lower low thing. We need to do a higher high thing, and that's why we'd be looking at these little areas around here. For a little higher high, about 26 cents. Now, from where we are now, is there a play to be had? What does that give us? That's 36% to the 618. That's highly doable. Even if it got there and got rejected and started doing some little zigzag thing, that's pretty good. Pretty good for an entry down here. Is there an entry here? I'm on the daily, by the way. We've got a trend line here. We got a possible secondary trend line that's kicking off here. There's some angle there if we look on the smaller time frames, which we can do now. I'm coming down to the 4 hour on this sleepless AI, and this is where the juicy information starts coming in with these moving averages starting to flip. To me, this looks like a really good place to go in. Ain't gonna lie. Where's it? Is it COINEX? Oh, you got you on COINEX? Because it might take a few days. You might, I mean, this would be a play that I would look for holding for, you know, maybe even a couple weeks when we're at bottoms like this, because that's when you got to hold these for a while, for not a while, but the longer you hold them, it seems to be the better they do. This is bottoming out, and then we go back to retest areas, and 85 cents is definitely one of those areas. So if you can envision it, and you buy a nice fat bag of that, and by the time we get up there, that even if you just had $100 in there, it would turn into dang near $700. 587% gains on $100, man. And if you just moonbag it when it doubles, then you took your $100 out and just let the rest of it go up there, and you'd still come out with about what, $300 bag of it, right? It'd be worth at least $300 up there. You already took your $100 out a little time ago. It's a free $300 if you sell it. So those kind of ideas, and that's just $100. If you got more, you got more. If you got less, then hey, man, that's a way to make it go up. Scale it down, scale it up. I like buying in these areas, so I'm favorable. There are some people on YouTube when they're down here like, I wouldn't touch it with yours. I wouldn't click on it with your mouse. And I'm like, why not? On every chart that you ever look back of, these were the areas where everybody said, I wish we'd bought there. Just saying. Hey, let's take a look at Bonk, because it's being bonky. Oh, snap! Well, if there's anything that looks like a flag to the upside, this one is starting to show that potentiality. Did you touch my target? Did you? You lost my little yellow line. I'll forgive you though. I won't hold it against you. She's going sideways here. Still waiting for it to come up here to this area. Maybe even with this flagging out below it, it might even go through it. Maybe you need to look a little bit more heavier over to this one. Kind of leaning that way. That's at 0.00051. 5150, 5105 actually. I will call it 5150 because it sounds better. Now it's 5105. Anyway, I like this nice little trend line that seems to be gaining more strength as we're looking at it. It's starting to give me a little stiffy right now as I'm looking at it go above the 9 moving average on the 4 hour. That's generally a good little sign there. I'm liking it. Are you trying to break out on us? There's no volume there. Volume's going down as well. Price is technically going down too. That's fine. No breakout just yet, but you might be getting. It might be. Is it, you thinking about it, ain't you? I mean, like right now, you thinking about it. That looked like she's trying to think about it. I'm just saying. Some area down here. She's at point. She's at 35.62. We're looking at it going up to 42 and then up to 50. I'm just taking out all the zeros there. Market looking interesting. Interesting. Let me come back over to the that's the 15-minute too. We got Kate Diggity in the house. How's it going? I click on anything with your mouse. What's up to y'all? Hooray, well, how's it going? Good to see you guys. Crypto Coin Mindset. Hey, glad to have you here. Crypto Coin Mindset, another YouTuber. Right over here. Subscribed. Go check him out. I'm just saying. Can we copy that? Can I, is that copy a clean link? I copied a clean link. Yeah, let's make the boomer do this. Let's make that was the wrong button, Sean. That was me, wasn't it? Gosh darn it. I had to turn Sean's microphone off so that you just hear him talking the whole freaking stream. There we go. Hey, I think I can. Yeah, flash that up there. Crypto Coin Mindset website or YouTube page, YouTube channel. Boomer. There is something above my head. What is it? What was that? Let's go. That's usually fan punting thing. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm seeing things on my other screen there. Anyway, is this the mushroom coffee again? This show is brought to you by. What, you're not on here for real? Well, we just can't. This stream is brought to you by some good ass coffee. Good ass coffee. Get a cup today. I'm drinking chicory, so it won't keep me up all night. Find myself going to bed at 7 in the morning sometimes when I have real coffee. I feel like I've heard this song 5 times so far. I'm just saying. Another one that has been doing pretty cool is a Pingu. I'll come back to the chat here, make sure I didn't miss any. Look at Pingu. Big old Pingu. That's a big old Pingu if I've ever seen a big old Pingu. That one's just going straight up. Got a little bit of curve to it. It's going to hit all the right spots on the way up there is what it looks like. Look at you. I am so shocked at you, Pingu. I was like sitting here going, I don't know. That's risky. I don't know if I want to do it. Don't know if I want to do it. I think I was looking at it. Yeah, she was kind of risky then. I think I got stopped out of my play somewhere. Somehow. She was over on the flag. Hey, you just left that flag area. How far are you down from here? 1 month, 4 hour? That looks kind of, that's 6%. 10%. 11% for a stop loss. Oh, I don't think I need you that bad. Pingu, I gotta say, is pretty gosh darn strong. Let's clear this little guy out because she's just, or it's just done everything. So let's look at Pingu in retrospect and see what it did. Do any of these shapes look familiar to you? Are you seeing anything that kind of looks like any of this stuff going on some of these things, or maybe even, you know, things like this going on? Yeah, that's what eventually leads to, from bottoms, the saying rounded bottoms pay the bills. If you hold on to it from a bottom, it becomes worth a lot of more money. That's all I'm saying. Because if you want to buy a bottom. Those juicy bottoms. The fibs will light the way, man. Fib said anywhere under 1.4 cents would be the place to buy Pingu. People are jumping up here. That's too expensive. It's already ran up from here. It's already done. It's already done 300%. No way. And now look at it. Buying right here at 1.4 cents. Buying the top over here, man. It's up 187%. Pingu, she is she's fighting with this area here. You went up and won us. Just a little bit lower than this high over here. I think we're going to have to I'm going to have to go full money on you. We're going to have to do the full beaver. I don't know what that means. I'm going to go from the tippity top of the iceberg. The tippity top. I normally don't trust them, but hey, we're starting to run out of points to trust here. We find that the bigger picture is saying we're getting rejected at the 618, which is, well, that makes sense. Okay. So might there be a toppy top here that we can also take another Fibonacci from? And I'm going to go from that very same swing low. I know. I want to pull you up there and see where we bounce. Do you bounce from a 236? You bounced from a 236. Ooh, what happens if we pull you up here? Where did you go? You'd also be a 236 area. That's showing some good ass strength. And if you want the Moon Boy target, are you ready? Are you ready for that? I mean, this is a Moon Boy target, man. This is like, woo! He's a Moon Boy. Actually, it's a kind of a tame Moon Boy target, really. 8 cents out of what are we? Pingu? For real? For real? For real, for real? Well, that's one way to do it. Oh, snap dragons. It's also coming in our 113s. Oh, yeah. I'm putting you on here. I'm claiming you. We're calling it. I'm causing it. We're going to predict the future. I know you're not supposed to, and we try not to, but I'm...
For those of you interrupted hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
We interrupt this program with a message from the emergency broadcasting system. Beep. All right, so she's showing some nice little parabolic moves here, Pingu. Let's analyze you. Let's analyze you. Or is it going to penalize it or analyze it? Wow, those words. Never mind. Anyway, is it a 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 hump, bump dump, and then we come back into? I don't know what it's going to do, but it's got a good chance of 7-8 cents just from the setup that I possibly could see here. That's just one. This is kind of Moon Boyish. I'm just going to admit this is very Moon Boyish target. It's a possibility. I'm not going to say it's the highest possibility, but right now they ain't nothing saying that it can't do it because she's respecting the hell out of that trend line. That's nice. That is a hope and a dream. There are probably some other targets we could look at too. And of course there are, and the sweetest way is to look for that 786er right here at 5.5 cents. That would be a little bit more of a reasonable target for you little Moon Boys out there. So these two areas are going to be the fun ones to watch and see how it reacts, right? Normally, if we're looking for a higher low, we're looking for the blue line. That's not that blue line, the other blue line. I always talk about this stuff when I do it. Is that bad? Is it getting old? It's like, oh, come on, just get to it. Just give us the numbers. At 5.5 and 6.2. So if we can get past this 618, which it looks like that's what we're trying to do, we bumped through it. We poked a hole in the wall there, and now we can try to bust through like the Kool-Aid man, hopefully. Work our way up here to this area. That's where we could get rejected, and I don't know, maybe we find support and try to do something else, or maybe we work our way back down on some correction. All right, or we can come up here and kind of get some support here, or it's any of these, but the more support that we find here, the more likely we are to be on our way to that little 8 cent bullish mofo target. Just saying. That's my take anyway on the 4-hour Pingu. And seeing 22 people hanging out. How's it going? Let me come back over to the... Oh, we got some super chats. Thank you. Well, Diaz, welcome to the fan club.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
I'm working the buttons. It's me. It's me. Sean's in the bathroom. Been there for a long time. He took the Vaseline with him, and you don't see him for hours. Could you look at TIG? That sounds like a personal problem, Dave, but we'll take a look at it. TIG. TIG. The innovation game, is that it? Do I need to go over to this one? What is this one? Talbot. We looked at this last night. How's she doing? She coming back. She came to the 0.5. Bouncing, trying to bounce. So, TIG. What have you brought us, Dave? What have you brought us?
What brings you this to us, Dave? Nice roundy cheeks there.
Why, it looks like it's got a breakout with a possible retest idea, getting ready to break to the upside.
That's what it looks like.
Well, I bet if we took a measure move from this possible triangle formation, it would suggest that we come back up here for a measure move breakout target to $6.10. Tis what the traditional TA would say. I kind of like that idea. Making higher highs, higher lows, can't bitch about that at all. I mean, you can, but then you're just probably bitch about everything. You're probably a Karen if you bitch about that. Currently, are you trying to do something here? We got a channel idea going on locally here. I'm on the daily, by the way, because I like to get the bigger picture. There's still some resistance possibly ahead if that angle is true. Might be working within a channel, so she might have some pulled back and come back, and it's not uncommon for a breakout like this, but it already did the retest. It already did one retest. It could do it more than once, but we got one out of the way. What was it, $1.54? That's a hell of a drop from there if that happens. Hope that doesn't happen. That would suck. I mean, it's at 227 now, so a drop to 150 would be, you know, that's kind of a big drop from here. We were going to pull our Fibonacci, because we're a bunch of fib pulling fools over here. And oh, that's cool. Look at you. We need to mark that line. That is our 382. Can you hold that? Okay, so for fib wise, she's already broke out, retested her 236 here. That's bullish. Broke through. Oh man, this is looking good. So we're looking for that 283. And there's a reason to believe that there might be some headache right there, trend line and what previous support resistance area right there. That's the most notable one. And yeah, we're at yeah. We're at 227. 283 is a very reasonable short-term target. And then 349, that one will come into play there. I'd like to see how she what happens with this trend line here. It's makeshift. It's just based on angle, so it really shouldn't be a solid line. There we go, make it a dotted line there. We color code my lines so I remember what they are. So 283 looks like I think it's got a good chance. Wait a minute, you were the 0.5, dude. You are the 318. Yeah, this is kind of a notable level to hold. So if it can hold where it's at, what that 216, if it can stay above 215, 216, or you know maybe wick below, but mostly stay right above here, it's got a good chance of clearing this area here. That would flip in the support resistance area. So let's come down the smaller time frame and seeing how she's feeling. 1 hour should give us some information here. You're not giving me a whole lot. You're coming down for a retest, looks like. So we can get a trend line here. I'd recommend to do that. And so trend line, if we just kind of angle it down and see if we come past 207, we start breaking that area. If we start hitting around $2, it's not doing a good job of holding. and she might be looking at coming back a little bit more. But hopefully it'll find some support here about 219, 220. See if we can find some support. A bounce there would be great. That'd be a great sign that that's getting ready to do something good. My personal take on it. Reese John, if you have the time, did I miss what it was? Oh, there it is. Check back on JYAI and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Oh, so we got the clapping hands somewhere. Clapping hands! I guess I need to go back over here too, don't I? We looked at TIG, didn't we? I thought we looked at TIG, right? I think we looked at TIG. It was at the bottom or something, right? And Jerry the Turtle. I think this has been getting some recent listings lately, right? I thought. Did I see it on COINEX? I thought I saw it somewhere else. Doing a lot better than we were hoping. We're looking at all these little areas over here. I don't know if it's been that long since I looked at it on this particular chart. Those areas we had to get above here. We struggled there. We got above it. We're at different levels now. Let's fibber out. Let's see what we got going on. Nice. I put $25 in on this one. Moon bagged it and I still got my bag of it. So this has all happened pretty much recently. I don't know if I looked at this today. 0.5 fibs where we got rejected. Also the 382 were beneath it. She may come back and retest this trend line. And let's see if this will hold. Maybe she'll go sideways or whatever. Can come below. But the main area that we need to hold is about that 15. That area that we're looking to high to low to break through. Anywhere below here was a good place. So what we should say, we broke through it, got some rejection, come back. We should look at holding this area. It may dip down, it can do something like that, but it holds this area. Then we can start looking at these bigger areas, and that'd be coming up here to the 618 and the 786 areas. If you ask me, I think it could blast through the 618, and I think it might be worth more targeting these guys. She's on a pretty good move right now. And even if you took the measure move idea of that kind of, and wherever she would break out, that gets us up a little bit closer up to those guys, right? So this is about the, 29,151, we're at 16,903. Possible to come back to 15,019 something area. That's kind of what I see here on the 4 hour. Look at it on the 15 minute and see what she's doing. Looks a little tricky. It's going to be a head and shoulder. I don't, you would have to look at it this way if you want to look at that possibility, but then what makes that any different from a symmetrical triangle? I think you get, when you start, I don't know, so many different ways to overthink these things and let them get too confusing. Basic thing is a trend line. Lose that trend line, then yeah, that gives us an excuse to come back and test this bottom trend line. That one's around 13,026. That wouldn't be fun, but it could happen. Best hope is that we bounce from here and then we can start working our way up toward that 18, 1921 area that we're looking at. She's trying to get a parabolic move going. So what we got is a new point here and trying to get an angle formed here, but this one's not solid yet. It's only got one touch here, two touch there. We really need three. So it's kind of suspect, but we'll put that up. It should be dotted. So I would like to see this be our new trend line. And we might have some argument for that it could be, because there is some respect here. And I think there's a better trend line forming though, or a better angle forming is what I'm trying to say. But so far this one can work pretty decent. So Jerry the Turtle, man, how's that back doing? I'm gonna, oh, it's 11-11. Put some 111s in the chat. Get some of that good angel luck going on. It's 11-11. Woo! 1111. Just saying. And LBAI. Lemmy the Bad. Okay, I remember that. That one's also on Coinbase, is that right? Oh, I gotta go over to Deck Screener. Screener looks like. LBAI. So Lemmy the Bat. That's a hellation. Well, that did not happen whatsoever. So we've not looked at that in a minute, but I was setting up for, I think we were somewhere over here. One target got, looks like one target got in. It was just a higher high. The other target, no go on that one. Got a little something out of it, but still not what I was looking for. Trend line would have been the best line of defense there. I like to look back and at least see what we saw before when we come to something I haven't looked at in a while. Now we came down from all that and did our accumulation down here. And now you got the breakout, so cool on this one. Where is here we go. On the 4-hour time frame, and just ooh, nice. She got past the 236. She's past her accumulation area here. And looking to go up to this area here. What is that? 2720. She's at 2583 right now. So that looks like that's going to be one target to consider, and then we got 3283 above it. Curious to see once she gets started, she can get a good move. So it made a higher low. Keep liking to zoom out here. We got our new angle there. Also, okay, so it might be a little trouble getting past this first one, and she might have to pull back, do a retest of the area that we just left. That could happen. Don't know if it would. I don't like to try to figure out what price is going to do. I just know that, you know, we got some signs here saying double whammy on rejection here, unless it's got, you know, just a super powerful momentum, God power just to break on through and do something bullish. Probably not going to happen. It could, but probably not. Probably going to do something like this and then try to go for it. Come back, get this breath. So that's what I'd be looking for. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but she is approaching an area of resistance right now. So there might be a little take profit area right there at 27.27. But the real sweet areas would be right up here in this area, about 46.31. So keep some of the bag for some of that goodness right there. That would be juicy. And from where we are now to there's another 70% gains. Where we are now to the next target is about 3%. Where we are now back to the pullback is about 20%. There could be a 20% drop out of that. Not uncommon, not uncommon. Look at the past. She can do them drops now. Somebody just sold 10,000 of them right there. Was that you? I'll wait. No, I'm kidding. All right, so LBAI. Here's one that got a lot of hype. That's Hyperliquid. This was great if you got into it, if you got in on it really early, especially when it dipped down here in these areas. This one was awesome. So awesome. but now she's starting to get to top areas, right? And she's starting to struggle. It already hit a 113 target right here. We got to pull back from it. 236 area at 51 is what I'm hoping for. After that, I don't know, man. It's going to be harder and harder for it to get up higher. I was looking at that one today, and I was noticing, dang, man, you got a huge ass market cap for something. So just to put that one in perspective, I mean, just remember where we are at $44 is $14 billion market cap for a software protocol. I'm just trying to draw some, I mean, there's Amazon buildings are, oh my gosh, $14 billion for, so it's kind of, I would make an argument she's kind of inflated for a billion tokens. Although that's, I mean, we've seen it. They can go higher. They can. I'm not trying to say it won't, but just realize, she's already made some good gains so far. There's going to be some selling off coming over here soon. I've got to play in on it, and she's a little underwater here at the moment, but I'm planning on taking profits here at 51 on it and seeing what I can squeeze out. But I think it's got a good chance since we're respecting this trend line. Got our first little green candle, sign of hope there on the daily. Come to the 4 hour. What are you looking like, baby? Yeah, you going to give us something? Are you going to get us some goodness? Give us some of that good love. Going to bring us back up to 46. That'd make me happy if we get up there. I want to see 51. Squeeze out 51 for me. You're going to have some resistance riding along here. Where is that? Where is that? Oh, right here at the 100 moving. Oh man, 45. I hope you make it up there. So she's coming up here, and considering what the local pattern is that we have, this is a local pattern, megaphone pattern. They usually don't break out on their first go, right? They usually just don't. They usually find what we call partial decline, and they'll retest like an area like this. So she might be coming back down to $42 before she actually starts breaking out. Just throwing that idea out there. I don't know for sure. I don't know. That's just what that says, and then some of the moving averages also suggest that she's got some stuff to work out through here. So let's keep that in mind if you're playing hype. She's looking good right now. In short term, definitely is. But she may have some rejection somewhere between $44 and $46 there, a little bit. Otherwise, we come on the 24-minute, just a smaller term time frame. You could argue you got a breakout there, so that's a little bullish. That would be a bear, a bullish, breakout and then retest area. Still taking us back down to about 43. So hyper is looking kind of interesting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for about an hour and 22 minutes so far. We got Chubby 751. Hey Chubby, hey, welcome to the stream, my man. Or person, woman, lady, person, elf, I don't know, frog, squirrel. Meet Damien. How's it going, Meet Damien? Another YouTuber. You're not familiar with Meet Damien. Why is it? I don't want these things to get over here. Were they in order or something? So we got Meet Damien. Right here. I think we can copy that. 379 subscribers. Maybe we can make it 380 or 382 or 385 or, oh my gosh, let's blow his mind, make it 390. I'm just saying, throw some ideas out there. I'm playing with your subconscious mind. Why does every YouTuber want to play with your subconscious mind? Actually, can we? Can we? Can we? I don't know. Let's see what happens with this. I don't know if anything will at all. All right. Oh, anyway, we have Meet Damien. Go check him out. I chased a squirrel there. I got off on a different subject there. It happens all the time. And here we are back at Hyper. I feel like I've been here before. I feel like we just left and looked at this little guy. Hey, Strag up! Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. might wind it down. We're at 117.6, so we are holding our areas. Let's come back and check you out. Oh, baby, you're back above my 236 line. Mwah, I love you. So by this pretense, this is what I was hoping. I was not hoping to come down here, people. I was not. I thought we might come down and tap it. It looked like we were going to hold this area last night. I think when we were looking at this and stuff, or I can't remember last night during the show. No, we were watching the breakdown of it, trying to figure out how low will she go. So there was some liquidity down here, and I think a lot of Bitcoin or whatever. Anyway, looking good. Still, we got this nice W formation. At some point, there is a chance we can come back here. I'm just saying that. Let's get to the 4 hours. 24-minute had some bearish sentiment there. So do you. So all these things are telling me we could still go up we could still go up and get rejected. I'm seeing that a lot on all these time frames. Looking at, even on 20, I'm on the 24-minute weird ass time frame. I know. Pull your fib. Looks like it's going to be like a 786 area right over here. About 18,003. That's what we were saying earlier on the stream too. Just finding it a different way. So I'm getting a lot of confluence areas saying on different time frames, different measurements from different fibs saying, this 18.3 area might be as much as we can hope for right now. And that might be the bearish retest. Let's see. And from there, we would have the opportunity to come back and retest this W area here. That could be something that could happen. I would like to just get away from this red line altogether, personally. But that would be the bullish picture. The bearish picture would be, well, this is, again, we look at this guy, and it would be coming up here and then rolling over and going for a lower low, as it could be a very, very possible big-ass bearish retest of a broken trend line. That's kind of important. That's what I'm trying to keep in the forefront of my mind, and I'm going to paint that thing red so I can see it. So that big red line is our line O rejection that we might be looking at, and then that wouldn't be a pretty story. That could be bringing us down here to the 113th, just to go up and then a slow burn next week down. We could be looking at that situation, and matter of fact, that seems to be the most likely. If I'm looking at this from my trend line perspective, that is what's most likely to happen. I hope that it doesn't. I hope we get lucky, maybe break back into it. That's what I'm hoping for. But they got me wondering. I'm tripping about it because it's going to be a tricky one to play, because you're going to have so many ideas floating out there, and it come up, and then is it going to bounce here, or is it going to trip us up and come to these lower areas? So most notably, maybe down here 114 first. So these are just some, got to get ourselves ready for some possible scenarios there. But this one's the strongest bearish scenario that I'm looking at right here. The O red line, this next red line right here. So we got to watch ourselves some Sunday when they start playing their little games. And remember, like Kelly said earlier, we do have a CMA gap that's going to be forming over here, because when they left out CMA, they were at what, 118 when they closed out for Friday, right? Well, let's go to the daily. Their daily candle closed out at 171, right where we are, basically 117.8. I don't know if there's going to be a gap or not. We'll have to see what they do over the weekend. But things for altcoins are looking, again, total 3. They're looking like a bounce up and then possibly some rejection. I'm just being serious. I'm just seeing a possibility of a bigger correction coming after we get a little relief out of altcoins. I know they're calling for altcoin season, but I'm not sold on that idea. And there's some bearish stuff going on over here, people, with these crosses, man. So it's probably good to take some profits over the weekend if you get a chance on some of these altcoins. Just saying. We got to see. We'll gauge it. The biggest thing, I think I went over this before, if we can get total 3 above 1.03, we got a chance. Got a better chance, I think. We'll monitor that. But right now, altcoins want to do something. They want to get frisky this weekend, and who am I to disagree? I want to get paid. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you again tomorrow night. Get out there and make that cash. Make that money tonight. It looks like it's going to be an interesting trading week, especially for altcoins. So we find any of them nice dirty bottoms to get into, there might be some good plays there. You bring some coins tomorrow night, I'll bring some, and we'll see what we can find. Until then, see you then. Good night, everybody.
The fever's taking hold. Oh. My pulse thunders a wild heart plea. All coins flicker, they're calling to me. War shadow trembles, my senses ignite. Craving the chaos, I lose my fight. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now. My skin prickles with a reckless thrill. Hype siren song, it bends my will. War drums pound, my heart's ablaze. I plunge headlong in a dizzy haze. Crypto fever, it scorches my soul. All coins pull me, I lose control. I quiver with one, break every vow. FOMO's embrace consumes me now.
Ooh, play that sax there. That's sexy right there now. Blow that thing, man. Whoa, it's blowing it.
Oh, my breath hitches.
Hope I'm reincarnated as a saxophone.
Desire surges down.
I'd like to be blown and played with every day, too.
Every spike tempts, I shed my fear. A FOMO temptress, I draw near.
I think I got a saxophone voice, too.
It scorches my soul.
Hey, honey,
Coins pull me, I lose
you wanna play saxophone?
I quiver with one, break every vow.
Honey?
FOMO's embrace
She acted like she didn't hear me.
consumes me now. The fever's taking hold. FOMO queen, I'm lost in the flow.
Crypto, light the fire. Crypto, light the fire. Oh, I'm caught in the spark where the markets call my name. Hype is burning bright, but it's playing a dangerous game. Tweets are screaming loud, pushing coins to touch the sky. Gotta keep my head, or my dreams will pass me by. Check the code, don't fall. Keep your heart in line. Stake what you can lose. Let wisdom be your sign. Crypto, light the fire.
Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night.
The markets roar.
Good luck trading.